Everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today we got a brand new trailer for Marvel's Daredevil Born Again, which went through a lot of production issues going on. We'll talk about that after the reaction here, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Here we go.
Thank you for finding the time.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again.
Cool. Yeah, after season 3.
Passed. By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
The mayor serves his city. I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Mayor of New York.
Can you blame me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature. Hating the power it has over us.
He stopped after, what, She-Hulk?
Can't go unchecked.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. And chaos must reign.
Yay.
Mind putting the hatchet down? I was raised.
Punisher's back.
Race. But I was also raised to believe in retribution.
Nice. Look at all of them. Looks pretty epic. All right. March 4th. Anything else after that? I don't think so. Okay. Wow. All right. Looks pretty awesome. Okay, so I will say this immediately. Well, first, permanently putting this in the MCU. Obviously, Rogers the musical right next to all the Kingpin, Mayor of New York kind of thing. Pretty cool. So this show went through a lot of different production issues, okay? Because obviously this is now a continuation of the Netflix series, but that was not always the intention. They were originally going to get the same actors to come back and play Kingpin and Daredevil. However, they were going to make it a different continuity. They were going to change a bunch of stuff. They had, I think, several episodes already shot. Like, they were like in production, well into production, and then they did a massive rewrite, a massive reworking, and I believe the line right now is that yes, this is a direct continuation of the Netflix original show, which means if it's been a while, like me, if it's been a while since you've watched that show, it might be time for a rewatch, because I remember mostly what happened in season 3, but it's been so long, so I'm gonna need to refresh myself. I think that's one thing, you know. It seems pretty clear that that's the case here. The other thing is that, you know, the Daredevil that we saw in She-Hulk, right? Obviously, same actor, but I believe, like, that was back when they were gonna do the other version of the Daredevil show, you know? So he had, like, a yellow suit on, and the vibe was obviously, like, She-Hulk comedy kind of thing. And then, of course, we have, I think a lot of people forgot about this one, we have that Echo TV show. And they released that thing all at once, and I don't think many people ever watched it, but Echo, the TV show, heavily featured Kingpin, and something happened to him at the end. She, like, went into his heart and changed his heart to be better or something. She did something weird. It was very ill-defined. I don't quite understand what she did to him. She did something to him, and suddenly he had like this new outlook on life, and that's how the show ended. Like, he basically stopped being a bad guy. And this one kind of seems like we're sort of starting there with him, you know, like now he's the mayor of New York. He's insisting that he's changed his ways, and him and Matt are sitting down and having this conversation. You know, and Matt for some reason has stopped being Daredevil. And look, I know that they showed Foggy and Karen Page very briefly walking down the street for a second. Let's see, they showed it for a second. Yeah, this. Here's the other thing. And this is all rumors. This is all, you know, it could be nothing. But from my understanding, in the original version of the show, the one that they had written and shot full episodes of, these two were not going to be in that show at all, because they were very much trying to distance themselves from the Netflix show. And so they had to like rewrite them back in and reshoot them back in and, you know, change a whole bunch of stuff from the show. So I'm seeing this, and all I'm gonna say is that the only behind the scenes footage that we've ever seen of these two characters, I believe, is this exact shot here. I don't think they're gonna make it out of this show alive. I think that these two are gonna get killed off. I think that's what's gonna happen, because they have, for some reason, Matt stopped being a vigilante, and I'm like, well, why would he stop that? Oh, they're gonna kill off his friends. Oh god. You know, like, that's the only thing I can think, is that like Foggy and Karen are about to get killed off pretty early on in this show, and that's why he stopped being Daredevil, and he crossed some kind of line, and then he's gonna have this sit down with Kingpin, and then he's gonna get back into it. And there's going to be some kind of uneasy alliance, and maybe Kingpin turns out to be a bad guy again, or maybe he doesn't, and maybe, you know, he and Matt just have like this really weird partnership where they're kind of working together because he's the mayor now, and the mayor wants help getting rid of some other villain, and so he's like, hey, I know a vigilante, so, you know, and it gives Matt a call. I don't know. But yeah, I need to refresh myself on the first 3 seasons of the Netflix show. Obviously, when that show was being made, things were very different. There obviously was no Disney Plus, no other Marvel TV shows at the time. Stuff like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was out, but even that is still questionable in its canonicity to everything else. You know, look, the truth is, Marvel is not the way that it is now back then. Like, you know, we had I forget his name, we had someone else running the Marvel television side of things, and it wasn't Kevin Feige, and so there was always this division between like what is part of the movies and what's part of the show, and the movies never bothered to acknowledge anything from the shows, but the shows desperately tried to acknowledge the movies because they want to feel like they count and they matter. It was a weird situation for a long time. So yeah, this is like a strange like remnant of that, but being brought back from the dead and being like, no, it is canon. It was always canon. Check it out. You know, all the Daredevil stuff happened, I guess. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I definitely need to go do a rewatch, and I know a lot of people are excited for this. You know, I think this is one where we're going to see what Marvel can do here, because there's a lot of really uneasy rumors about what the original version of this was, you know, and it was a lot more of like I think a character study, and Matt didn't put on the costume until like episode 5 or 6 or something, and there was all kinds of rumors out there, but that was like what, a year and a half or even 2 years ago now. So that all is supposedly have all changed at this point, so who even knows anymore. Anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you ready for Daredevil? Do you think they're going to be able to capture the Netflix vibes that was happening in like what, 2014, 2015? Are they going to be able to capture that? Because it feels like that's going to be a big test for Disney Plus. Like, it's no secret that a lot of the Disney Plus shows have not worked out for everybody. A lot of that, like even, what was the last one? What If? Like, did anyone even pay attention to that show coming out? Like, I heard so many people say that they didn't even know that What If had released. Like, it was coming out, and everyone's like, wait, what? It's out? Who? And they, like, there's like silence on the internet about What If, you know? So I don't know. I'm hoping that Marvel can get it together. And, you know, Star Wars got Skeleton Crew out, and Skeleton Crew was really good, even if it, you know, supposedly is not getting great viewership. Marvel also needs to, you know, step it up. Let's get some better content out there. You know, like the days of WandaVision and Loki season 1 and 2 have passed now, and you know, things have been kind of murky for a while, so this might be the one. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about Daredevil Born Again. Did you ever watch the Netflix show? Did you even know that this is a continuation of that? I'm sure at this point there have to be some fans who didn't even realize that, right? Like there have to be some people out there who like, wait, what? This is a continuation of something? So, you know, let me know if you're one of those. That'd be interesting to see. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.